embrace you here.
What's going on, internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TVH, and to be honest, Titanfall 2 is in a weird place. I mean, it came out a week after Battlefield 1 and a week before Infinite Warfare, which sadly put the game in the middle of two juggernauts, which put it in a bad space. And to make matters worse, EA is competing with itself, and it hasn't really promoted the game at all. Is that because Titanfall 2 sucks? Let's find out.
Been rocking with you since you've been trolling on Drake haters. I'm new to Twitch though.
Yo, shout out to Kobe in the clutch.
Your streams are half as entertaining as your YT vids. Go Lakers.
Shout out to Kobe in the clutch. Damn! I was reading the message.
Story is actually present this time around. In Titanfall 2, you play as Jack Cooper, a member of the militia fighting on the front lines for resources against the IMC. Cooper is just a standard infantry soldier caught in the conflict, but some events happen that lead him to earning a Titan like he's always wanted. Enter BT, your Titan companion. Yes, there's a war going on around you and you have a mission to save the day, but ultimately the game centers around Jack and BT's relationship. Respawn went out of their way to try to make you feel some type of connection for your robot companion, and depending on who you are, you just might. I've heard some people say they love this approach, but I'm personally indifferent. To me, BT was just a robot, so I didn't feel any connection to him. I was just watching the cutscenes play out like, meh. But what I will praise about the campaign is its level design. Its levels were well crafted, and Respawn managed to create a fairly unique campaign for a first-person shooter. The campaign plays more like a platformer than a shooting gallery. Mastering the wall running is a must early on, as you'll be forced to tackle various platforming puzzles later. The campaign allows you to test a large variety of weapons too, so you'll have some idea of what you're getting into before you hit the multiplayer. Gameplay, it remains fast and fluid. I'd actually argue this is the best moving shooter on the market. You're moving incredibly fast, but you always feel in control, and that's because the wall running mechanics are so tight in this game. One of my favorite aspects of Titanfall 2 is the time to kill. Too many shooters on the market require half a clip to put someone down, but in this game, if you get caught lacking, it is over quickly. Some people might dislike that, but I love it. I also love the fact that Respawn addresses the last game's biggest issue: content. There is a bunch of weapons in this game and they all feel different. Customization is actually very deep too, from the various perks and sights you can equip in your kit to the overwhelming number of skins that can be unlocked for your player as well as your Titan. Not to mention that the new game modes that have been added, such as Bounty Hunt and the ultimate 1v1 me bro mode, Coliseum. There is plenty of content here to keep everyone busy, and I think that everyone will remain busy too because all the future DLC map packs are going to be free. Respawn took their lumps from the first game, and instead of bitching and moaning about it, they listened to what the community had to say about their Titans. This time around, they've doubled the number of Titans players have access to. The first game had 3 basic archetypes, but Titanfall 2 features 6 unique Titans. You got the fire-wielding Scorch, the Swordmaster Ronin, Ion, who's a jack of all trades, Northstar the sniper, Tone the damage dealer, and Legion the tank. Coordinating with your teammates on who to play is what's important because variety is the key to success. Also, I like the changes they made where getting your Titan in the game is much more skill-based. Playing the objective and getting kills is what earns Titans in Titanfall 2, instead of being on a timer and everybody gets a Titan, you get a Titan, you get a Titan. That's what they used to do in the last game, and I hated that shit. It forces people to get good and it prevents Titan spam. Sometimes it would be too many Titans on the map at once and it was hard to maneuver, but they fixed that in Titanfall 2 with this simple adjustment, and this is what separates the boys from the men, this simple adjustment. And if you don't manage to get a Titan in the game, then at least you'll have all that extra time to wall run, which will give you time to appreciate the level design. Respawn did it once again. I like every map in vanilla Titanfall 2. There are maps that I prefer over others, but I don't flat out hate any map in the game. You can pretty much wall run on anything in the game, and there's no problem stringing together various movements. Maps that look too tight somehow work with the Titans. I don't know what else to say other than they get map design, and other developers, y'all need to take notes because they doing the damn thing. Now, let's talk about some things that I don't like about the game. Progression is slow in Titanfall 2. I appreciate all the unlockable content available to me, but I got 20 hours on the game and only a few skins. Titanfall 2 uses this credit system similar to Gears of War 4 where you're rewarded with money at the end of each match, but just like Gears of War 4, they're super stingy with the money. They do have happy hour every day where you can earn extra money during certain hours of the day, but it's just not enough. I mean, Titanfall 2 is like this big ass candy store that you gotta wait forever to open up for you, which can be especially annoying because the game does have some balance issues. Legion is slightly OP. I mean, when there's 6 Titans in the game and most people only play 1 Titan, then there is a problem. The combination of his shield with his minigun is just a powerful combination that gets abused online. The good news is they are listening over at Respawn. I mean, sonar spam was a problem at launch, but that's been nerfed, so hot fixes are always on the table, and I believe they said something on Twitter about tweaking the Titans and stuff like that, so I wouldn't worry about it too too much. Final thoughts. Here's a quick summary for all you slow mofos out there that weren't paying attention. On the positive side of things, Titanfall 2 is fast and fluid. It has great map design. There's tons of customization. The new game modes are a great addition. The 6 new Titans feel unique. There's a campaign for those of you who care about the backstory. All the DLC will be free. And I forgot to mention this inside of my review, so I'm letting you know now. This is one of the best optimized games of 2016. It runs buttery smooth on all platforms. 1080p, 60 FPS, you know I like that. And on the negative side of things, progression can be slow, and there's some small balancing issues, but you know, look. If you bought Infinite Warfare, shame on you. Titanfall 2 is 2016's go-to casual shooter, and is a quick and simple game to play when you're short on time, but you still want to have fun. They fixed everything wrong with the first game, and then they added even more content on top of that. I actually had a hard time coming up with some negatives for this game just because I don't have much negative to say about it. Titanfall 2 is a really good game. It's really that simple. I have no problem recommending this game at all to y'all, especially since the price has dropped to 40 bucks in most places. But just in case you can't find it on sale where you at, then no, I still think it's worth 60 bucks. It is plenty of content on the disc, and it shouldn't be missed. And those are my thoughts on Titanfall 2. Hopefully you found this video informative. If you did, then please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share this video on your favorite social media platforms. Also, I got a second channel. I think you guys will enjoy it. Just a little sneaky suspicion. You can check out some of that content over at youtube.com/GI updates, or your mother will wake up with 100 Zika mosquitoes in her booty hole.